Hello, welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about BrandMentions. It is an online only software tool which helps you, as you might imagine by the name of it, track who is talking about your brand online. So it will help you to search through websites and social media and help you to track who is talking about what about your company or your business and whether it's a good thing or a bad thing or maybe indifferent. So this is very helpful when you own any kind of business. It doesn't have to be a really big business. It can be a small business, a blog, whatever it is that you work with, that you own some kind of a company or business. You can use this tool to search on here and find out what people are saying about it. Obviously, the larger the business is, the more information you will find on this tool. I'll say right off the bat though that this is not a review video. This is more like an overview video so that you can see what the software is able to do and whether it will help you in your business. If you do decide that this looks like something you might like, I did put a link in the description so that you can easily go find more information. So for this example, I'm going to be using Formula 1 here as the example. Obviously I don't own this brand, but it's just to show you what kind of information you can actually get out of this tool. So straight away it's got Formula 1 right there. You can either go straight in the software and click on the continue button or go to more settings to find out more. We're going to go to more so I can show you more of the things that you can use in this tool. So the keywords are quite important. You can add multiple keywords. This will be helpful. For example, if you want to enter, as well as the name of the company or brand, you can also enter the name of the products that you sell as a company, for example. So then you can allow this tool to track all of those things. You can also exclude some of the keywords. So maybe you've got a competitor with a very similar name that you want to exclude from your results. You can do that here. Your website. So obviously now we need to enter the name of the website of this particular brand that we want to track. You can also change the language and the countries that you would like to cover. Facebook pages, you need to add them here. This one is at Formula 1 and the Twitter I believe is at F1. There it is. And you can exclude your own brand, what your own brand has said on social media, because you don't really want to hear that, probably not anyway. Here we can choose the sources that we would like to use. If there are any sources that you don't want to use for some reason, you just uncheck them. The quality filter is quite helpful because it allows you to filter out when you get someone that is linking your website 1,000 times in an obviously spammy way. You can actually filter that kind of thing out using this filter. However, I would at the start not have it on. When you start a project, by default I would not have this on, but then if you do find out in the process of working through that project that you start to get a lot of spammy results, then I would turn it on. You have this real-time monitoring, if I can speak properly, but you can only get the real time if you have a fairly high level account. You can see that I don't have that option. Create project. But to be honest, in my way of thinking, I don't think many people would really need real time. Like the other options where they will every day or every few hours send you a notification, I think that's fine. It's only really the very large businesses, I think, that would want the real-time monitoring, because yeah, that is quite a pricey feature, let's say that. Okay, so here we go. This is the meat and potatoes of this tool. You can see straight away these are all of the mentions that they found. You can choose the time frame. Let's choose a month. You might be wondering why there's a massive spike here. Well, that's because the Formula 1 season is just about to begin. But this is a really good example of why this is an important tool for a lot of people. It helps you to track how your brand is being being talked about? Is it being talked about a lot or a little? Has it suddenly like spiked? So it's very helpful for that. You can see how many of your mentions are from websites or from social media. Also, I quite like this little list thing here that helps you to see if you've set everything up in your account correctly. That's quite helpful. You've got other filters. You can add all kinds of other filters here. So if you want to really drill down to only find certain results, you can easily do that here. We've got loads of filters, so that's pretty helpful. You can also try to sort your results using either the date to find which ones are the most recent, or by what they say is the performance score. So essentially that's what this tool uses to rank by importance. So they think this is the most important brand mention that they've got on Formula One. So you can see that you also have the ability to bookmark some of these, and then they will show up here on the left side under bookmarked. You can also see unlinked mentions. So these are the ones where someone has actually talked about you, but they haven't linked back to your website or your social profile. You can see which ones are spam links by looking here, which is pretty helpful. And you can look at which ones are important straight off here by using these filters on the side. That's pretty good. So you can see at the moment we're in the area of the tool which is called My Mentions. You can also go up here up the top, that's the dashboard, which again it shows a really nice overview of everything all together. So we've got the mentions, we've got the backlinks, because this is also a good tool for monitoring your backlinks. Why can't I say that word today? I'm not sure. So I quite like this bar at the top, which shows you your mentions, negative, positive, your reach, backlinks, and the mentions again, and it shows you the amount of growth that you've had from month to month, which is pretty helpful. And again, you can choose a time frame up here quite easily if you would like to. So that's the dashboard function. So you've got the influencer tab here where you can actually go into more detail about the influencers that have talked about your website or your brand, whatever you're searching for. Again, you can easily sort this by impressions, by the latest ones, by the amount of reach of the people that are talking about you, or the amount of mentions. And you can look at the sites as well that are talking about you and do the exact same thing. So that's pretty helpful. We also have something they call smart alerts. So basically, if we turn on one of these alerts, you can choose what kind of mention you would like them to alert you to. You can choose a website, an email that you would like them to send the alert to, and you can choose if it is daily, weekly, or monthly. The instant one is only available if you have a high enough account. So this is really helpful. It can show you when there's a sudden increase or who is talking about your brand, and it will basically send you these emails as alerts. So, and you can see down here you have other options that you can choose a specific hour for them to send you these alerts, which is quite helpful. Then we've got reports. I quite like these as well. So reports, you can create, let's call this F1. You can create some quite nice, it's too short, Formula 1. You can create some quite nice looking reports, and you can basically try to customize them by turning off things here, turning on things, make a report that you would be interested in. You can choose a date, Sorry, you can choose a date for the report. So let's do a month, and you can even choose what kind of mentions, if you want all of them or only the negative or the positive ones in your report. And then when you've set everything up how you would like it, you can go to generate PDF report, and as it would suggest, it's now making you a PDF report. So if we open this, I quite like how they look, and if you've got a high enough account, you can actually white label these as well. So it gives a nice overview of the different things that is tracked within this tool. So it's kind of cool, and that rhymes. Okay, so hopefully you get the idea there. So we're nearly at the end now. Now you've got some schedule options here, so this is also really cool. You can automate that report, and you can have it send the report every day or every, you can basically choose a time frame when you would like this report sent to you on a regular basis, which is rather helpful. Okay, we've got project settings. Again, this is the exact same things we saw when we first tried to set up our website. You can also, under the backlink monitoring, you can also connect Google Analytics so that you get more in-depth information. So you can compare projects, but you can only do that if you've got a high enough account. I don't have at the moment. And I quite like this quick research. So you can search very quickly for something here. So maybe I want to search for motorsport and just see who is talking about motorsport recently. It just is a very good way for you to do some research. So I would say that this one, you probably wouldn't use this that much for the brand that you are using in the tool. You would probably use it to search for some of the competition and see who is talking about the competition, or research about the niche that you are in. So you see that I just searched about MotoGP. Did I do that incorrectly? Anyway, you get the idea that, it's a very good way to very quickly do some research that is based around brand mentions on the internet. Anyway, this video has got slightly longer than I might have hoped. Hopefully I've shown you the basic features of this tool. Like I said, if you're interested, I left a link in the description for you to go check out more. So thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you